Ever since finding out that Season 3 of Amphibia will mostly be set on Earth, I can't sleep at night not knowing what's going to happen to everyone who's still in Amphibia. While some characters are set to return for Season 3, there are others who may or may not further contribute to the story. Which is why in this video we're discussing whether some characters that once were important return in Season 3 or not. Braddock and Percy. Despite being harshly treated by Grime all along, the two of them stayed loyal to him when Toad Tower first fell, and they continued to support him and Sasha through their hardest times. For a while they were actually happy with their lives, having found love in each other and even accepting Sasha as one of their own. They made their last appearance after being let down by Sasha, who broke their promise by putting her own goals above their well-being and actively dismissing their fear. Understandably, they took their leave and cut ties with Sasha. To be honest, I wouldn't be mad if they didn't return, because that probably means they built a new independent life somewhere and are happy on their own. Maybe started a bed and breakfast or something. Though their roles could come in handy to support Sasha's character development and make her go full circle. Meeting them again, having at least a quick chat and giving an honest apology would erase the bitter aftertaste their last appearance left behind. Or taking it a step further, Sasha has been walking down the wrong path for quite some time, before she can arrive at the final conclusion, that is, realizing in what way she hurt Anne and how to fix that, she must walk the long way back first. In other words, meeting Braddock and Percy and working things out with them is an important step in her redemption. Devoting a few minutes of Season 3 to this would be a meaningful choice in my opinion, because what Sasha did to Braddock and Percy in Season 2 marked an impactful flag in her negative development, and undoing this mistake would be just as significant. Frobo. Although his stay with the Planters wasn't notably long, in the end he proved his loyalty to Polly and definitely scored a few points in terms of popularity in the fandom. Unfortunately, Frobo did not survive True Colors, as he was slain by Andreas. But Polly was tightly holding onto his head, so that she ended up bringing it along to Los Angeles. There are two reasons why Frobo's revival would be great. Firstly, the last few episodes certainly provided plenty of evidence showing how much Frobo meant to Polly, because while she is close with Anne and Sprig, she probably still wished for her own very best friend, and a relationship similar to Anne and Sprig's. Frobo filled that empty spot for her, so for Polly's sake, I hope he can somehow be fixed. Secondly, it's confirmed that all types of Frobos will be chasing the Planters in Season 3. Clearly the Planters will somehow manage to evade and or face the robots even without Frobo, but having the same weapon to counter the attack is undoubtedly a more comfortable alternative. Ironically, the robot attacks are likely to become Frobo's rescue, storing up and recycling what remains of the destroyed robots. Instead of discarding it, Frobo can be patched up again part by part. The Season 3 intro already introduced several new characters with an interest in technology, who will probably find great joy in disassembling the attacking robots to use their parts for rebuilding Frobo stronger than ever. Valeriana. Valeriana made her debut on the Bizarre Bazaar and was the first person apart from Hop who seemed to know something about the Calamity Box. In Season 2, she was revealed to be the Second Temple's guardian, and that she's part of an organization that has been guarding the temple for many years. Having fulfilled her task by running Anne through the temple's mission, apparently the character as a whole also served its purpose and doesn't need to be brought back a third time. However, Valeriana remains shrouded in mystery, especially since she didn't actually answer many questions. For a member of an order that exists solely for the sake of the Calamity Box, she disclosed awfully little information. What's been particularly bothering me is the fact that she did drop some hints of knowing pieces of the prophecy, since she repeatedly mentioned she had been waiting for the box to return, assuredly expecting it to happen. Assuming she knew that recharging the box would cut the tie between Anne and the gem, why would she even go along with it? Some theories say she knew exactly what she was doing and purposely charged the box slowly so that Anne would keep her connection. If that's the case, case, conceivably, she also purposely kept information to herself in order to steer the flow of the story in the right direction. Perhaps she knows even more than Andreas, and Marcy and Sasha losing their connections is all somehow part of the prophecy. I'm hoping she will return in season 3 to finally tell everyone what the prophecy is all about. Not only do we desperately want to solve this mystery, but knowing exactly what Andreas is trying to prevent is crucial for the protagonists. Knowing Andreas' exact objectives makes him way easier to read, and this could turn out to be a great advantage in the final arc. Joe Sparrow. All the way through season 2B, Joe Sparrow carried on Bessie's legacy and got the gang everywhere they needed to go. His presence was even important in True Colors, as Sprig would have simply plunged to his death if Joe hadn't been around. But it wasn't revealed where he went after having brought Marcy and Sprig back to the castle. He probably stuck around to be ready for an escape, but the season 3 intro already teased that Marcy won't be escaping. I'm not sure whether Joe will stay with Marcy, whether Sasha and Grime will escape together with him, or if we'll even see him again at all. Because to be honest, he'll probably won't be of much use anymore. I just think not giving him a final appearance would be a little sad, because I do expect Bessie to get one, so he definitely deserves it too. Is there any character you absolutely want to see returning to the screen? Drop a comment and subscribe to Frogtunes for updates and theories on Amphibia. See you next time.